Hi guys, Raya here and thank you for tuning in to today's video. This one is a very special one because I want to make this so that I will hold myself accountable to my actions, my words, and my pact. You will be made witness to this very special agreement that I made for myself, and I hope that you will join me in doing this. So I decided to do a low buy makeup rule for myself because I want to be a smart consumer this 2020, and I want to be mindful of my purchases, especially in makeup. Now, for those of you who are makeup lovers like me, you may know that we might be so quick to purchase something because we want to catch up on all the new releases that there are in every month. Come to think of it, we spend a lot of money on products that are very similar with each other. Like, we spend a lot of money on blush, on highlighter, on lipsticks, and we might fail to realize that we already have those in our collection. So this is my way of cutting back from spending a lot of money and saving money, and hopefully using everything that I have in my makeup collection. So if you are interested in this, then just keep on watching. So the first rule that I made for myself is to not buy new lipsticks unless it's a very unique formula or I don't have that specific shade in my collection already. Now, if you don't watch my videos from before, my old videos, you will not know that I am a lipstick hoarder, but that is the truth. I love to buy lipsticks, and I don't know, I feel like lipstick is the one makeup item that you can just purchase without thinking of it really. Like, it's not too high of a price or too steep of a choice to make whenever you're going to do your groceries. Sometimes you see a new lipstick or think to yourself that, oh, this formula or this shade is very lovely, without stopping to realize that you may have that specific shade already in your makeup collection. And it's just a very quick and easy to purchase item, and it doesn't cost much. Like, lipsticks generally here in the Philippines cost from 100 pesos to 350 pesos. For me, I don't buy lipsticks that go beyond the 400 peso mark, but that's just me. However, there are a lot of lipsticks under 500 pesos that are very good quality and are very easy to purchase. So I find myself purchasing a lot of lipsticks because, one, I am always on the hunt for my perfect nude lipstick, but I realized that my color scheme when it comes to nude lipsticks are very, very close to each other. Like, when I through my makeup collection, a lot of times the only difference in some of my lipsticks is that they come from a different brand. So I want to be wise in spending my money. So I'm gonna cut back from buying new lipsticks, especially the newly launched lipsticks, because I think there are very good options and there are many choices already in the market. And the market in makeup is saturated already with lipsticks, and I want to try and use my lipsticks here that I have in my collection because they don't have a very long shelf life. So if I don't use them up anytime soon, then I won't get the bang for my money, you know? So in a way, I'm just wasting money. So no new lipsticks unless it's a very good formula, a unique formula, or I don't have it in my shade collection already. Second is to buy makeup once a month only. Now, since I maintain a makeup or beauty related channel, it is impossible for me to not buy makeup. Like, I need to do reviews on certain makeup launches that are very new, very unique. So I will still buy makeup, but only once a month. And I want to limit myself to really specific and well thought of launches. Like, I won't buy something that is very repetitive in the market already, I will buy makeup that I feel like is new to me in concept, in theory. So I won't buy something that is very repetitive. Number 3 is related to number 2, which is to further limit myself. I will only allot a 500 peso budget every month. So if I go beyond that, then I will need to have a penalty for myself. So when I go beyond the 500 peso limit, for example, if I spend 600 pesos this month, then that 100 peso overcharge will be deducted from my next monthly budget. At the same time, conversely, if I haven't reached the limit of 500 pesos, say I just bought something that costs for 300 pesos, so the 200 pesos that is supposed to be allotted for this month will be carried over to the next month. So in the next month, I will have 700 pesos to spare. So yeah, that is how I will really monitor my makeup purchases, and in that way I can use whatever makeup item that I already have in my collection and come out with very new and creative makeup videos for you, because there are a lot of people out there who are already doing makeup reviews, and sadly I'm still someone in college, so I can't afford to waste my money on a lot of makeup items just because I am starting my experimentation in my thesis now. So a lot of my monthly allowance will be allotted for my thesis budget. So yeah. Number 4 is no blush or no new highlighter, because those items are the ones that I don't really use from day to day. Like sometimes I just use my lipstick or lip product for the day for my blush, and I don't typically wear highlighter on an everyday basis unless it's a special occasion, and that's when I will pull out my highlighters. And oftentimes I just stick to Essence highlighter or something, and then my Vice Cosmetics highlighter, and then the highlighter from the EB Advanced Face Trio. So I am good with those 3 already. Like they have different undertones. Oh wait, I still have a sample card from Becca, and from that 4 options I already have different undertones, so I can just use them up. So no new highlighters. And for the blush, since I have a lot of multi-purpose products, like I have a lot of lip and cheek tints, and even some of my lipsticks can be used as blush. So unless it's a very very unique formula and shade, then I will go and buy that. But suffice to say, there will not be any blush or highlighter purchases within this year. Number 5 is I won't purchase an eyeshadow palette for the next 3 months, because I find that I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes here that are not really used and well loved. And even though I am an eyeshadow lover, like I really love to experiment with eyeshadow, I don't wear them when I go out or when I just go through my everyday routine. Sometimes I'll just take my blush and my bronzer and that's it. I put them on my eyes, and I need to make it a habit to use my eyeshadow palettes even in my everyday routine. But in terms of my makeup tutorials, that's when I make the most out of my eyeshadow palettes, and it might seem repetitive for you, but I find that eyeshadows are really universal. Like you can have a palette and then want another palette that is coming out new, but when you look at it closely, some of the shades on the new launches are just the same, or there are very close shades in your makeup collection already, especially if you are one to gravitate towards the neutrals or warm tones. There are a lot of palettes out there that seem similar or they look alike with each other. So I think that in terms of eyeshadow, I am solved already for the next couple of months or so, unless I find something that will really catch my attention and it isn't very repetitive in a lot of my other palettes. But this time I think I'm good. I still have my Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, which is a very well curated warm toned palette, and there are a lot of browns, pinks, and gold in there, so I'm good with that color scheme. And then I have my Urban Decay On the Run palette, which is a gift from me from my sister, and that one is more of the pinks and mauves and violet shades. I also have Extra Spice palette from the collaboration of Soap Dust Nails and Makeup Revolution, and that one is extra spicy, like it has oranges, yellows, reds, and the like, so that's good. And then I also have my Coastal Scents palette, which is in 20 shades I think, and it's more of a neutral cool tone palette. And then what else, my Detail Makeover Ecru palette, that one is also a good cool tone palette. And then what else do I have in my collection? My Morphe 35B, which I think is almost expired already, and I haven't even really played well with it, like really digs through the colors, so I might as well use that up. So no new eyeshadow palettes for the next 3 months. Lastly is to buy something from Sephora, like once only. I want to reward myself from time to time, and for me, investing in a high-end product is one way to treat myself. Last year, I purchased the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance because it's the one eyeshadow palette that every YouTuber loves, so I think I need to catch up on that, so I bought it with my own savings. And for this year, I want to do the same, but I don't want to spend a lot of money in Sephora, so I only limit myself for a one-time purchase only, and that is if I have enough money to, you know, save up for it. I will save up for it, but only if I have the enough money to do so, then that's the time that I will purchase something from Sephora. And I think the items or makeup items that are really worth the high investment is foundation, because a lot of high-end foundations are really good, and they have really good ingredients, and they have the right undertone for your skin, and they last you for a long time. Like, spending 2,800 pesos is not bad if you can use it for around 2 years, so that's okay. And then eyeshadow palette. For me, eyeshadow palettes in the drugstore are good, but they are not on the same level with high-end shadows. The moment that I've tried the shadows from Urban Decay and from Anastasia Beverly Hills, there's a little bit of level up in the quality, so there's that. I think a good eyeshadow palette from the high-end labels are worth the money. And then what else? I think face palettes in general, like blush, highlighter, and then bronzer from the high-end brands. I want to buy a Hourglass palette, but it's so expensive, and the kuripot self, it's called kuripot in my native language. I don't know what is the equivalent term in English. I will put the word here. It's just it does not justify the high price tag, although I have seen a lot of YouTubers raving about the Hourglass products, like face products, but it's so expensive. So maybe I will treat myself to that, but only if I have managed to save up for it. I think that palette will last me for a lifetime, so we'll see. I think that's it from me today. That's all of my makeup rules, and I really hope that I will be able to follow every single rule that I made up for myself. I want to stay true to this road So if you are also interested in doing the low makeup by rule, then maybe you can join me and we'll, you know, root for each other. And if you do decide to go on the low by makeup rule, comment down below and what are the rules that you have made for yourself, and if you think this is a good idea for me or not. I hope it is. So yeah, here's to a more thrifty and more mindful purchasing this 2020. Here's to me being a smart consumer, and I hope that you see the point from this video. So yeah, I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye!